Guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's 40k battle we are really excited because it's the Death Guard against the Sisters of Battle. Let's see if the Battle Sisters can stop the wild Death Guard force. Okay, these are my 1000 points of Sisters of Battle. The whole army is led by a cannonist with bolt pistol and plasma pistol, and she has a jump pack and melter bomb. So if you see Marcus' list later, he feels a very quite heavy tank. So I think it's only 2 models can indeed penetrate the armor of the tank. So it's really vital in this battle that the cannon survives as long as possible.
Does she have a power sword or?
No.
Okay.
No sword. Then we've got a squad of Seraphim led by a veteran Sister Superior. She's the second model who carries melter bombs. And furthermore, I've got a normal squad of a total of 7 Battle Sisters with a heavy bolter and a melter gun led by a veteran Sister Superior.
And a heavy bolter.
Yeah, and the heavy bolter, of course. Furthermore, I've got 1 missionary. He's leading a small squad of 5 Fraterus militia, all equipped only with swords. And I've got a larger squad of Fraterus militia, although most models are fantasy models from the Flagellants, but those are led by a missionary. I think it's even a missionary hero or mighty hero with weapon skill and battle skill 6, so he's quite potent. And in the squad are 4 models with heavy stubber. I include the Escher girl with heavy stubber. I think in general the old Necromunda miniatures fit quite nice into the armor with heavy stubber. So I also have an Orlok and a Goliath and I think a Fansar with heavy stubbers, but unpainted at the moment. So I include only the Escher girl. Marcus supported me with another excellent model, which he painted by himself with
an old Fearless model, but I'm not sure.
With a heavy stubber, and let's say maybe those 2 guys with the 2 torches, they carry also heavy stubber. So that are the 4 models with heavy stubber. And last but not least, the 1000 point army is accompanied by the mighty Immolator, which will surely purge the unclean one.
And we saw this great army fight in our 1000 point tournament, I think against Slanesh. And he was great because he killed Demonet after Demonet, or was it against Jeans?
One thing I have to do is to roll for the Sacred Rites, and we draw the missions and strategy cards, but more of that after the deployment.
Okay, and here are, I can't say my, because Alex gave all of these models to me. 998 points of Nurgle, which means mainly Death Guard, supported by some smaller demons. The army is led by I think Alex painted the model himself, Exalted Champion of Nurgle. He's got Terminator Armor, Conversion Field, Lightning Claw, Plague Sword, Combi Weapon, Bolter Gun, Melter Gun, and he's got Nurgle's Rod as well. He's the army commander with a strategy rating of 5 or 3 when it comes to see who goes first. And he's got the mark of Nurgle. Then we've got 3 Death Guard Terminators. These are represented by, because there were no special Nurgle Terminators in 2nd edition.
I think you have to convert them by yourself if you would like to fit them into the a Death Guard. So we included those 3. I think they're nowadays called Death Shroud Terminators with their mighty thins. So I think they're really great models. I'm not sure if they're from Forge World or 30k, but I think they fit quite nicely into the army.
This might be they're really great. I've got some other ones, and mine are lightning claw wielding ones, maybe from Forge World, but plastic. Anyway, and then we've got 6 Death Guard Marines, and these are the classic models with plague knives, bolt guns, and their blight grenades. They've got the Mark of Noble, of course, which mainly means they've got a 5+ toughness of 5, which is a lot. And we've got 4 Plague Bearers with Cloud of Flies. This is -1 for the enemy's combat score. In hand-to-hand combat, they cause fear. They are considered to be a Psyker of level 1 with Aura of Decay. And then I've got 1 Land Raider. Thanks for Alex once more. This is I think it's a 3rd edition model, but a great, yes, showing some great conversions. Heavily converted. Pulsing blisters at the side. Yeah, it's really a cool one. With twin-linked heavy bolters and a twin-linked glass cannon. And these are the 998 points. Okay, and now we are back and have already deployed. But before seeing who goes first, we've got a lot of dealt card results and dice roll results to tell to you. And we've also got the choice of beer of the battle. And this time we'll roll to see in which order I'm going to drink them. On 1 to 3, I'm going to drink them from left to right. And on 4 to 6, I'll start with the one at the utmost right edge. So, Alex, what have you done?
Okay. First of all, I've got the Take and Hold mission. So we agreed on the Imperial statue as the objective, so it's quite appropriate for the Sisters of Battle to gather.
It's a wonderful one.
To gather beneath the statue in order to defend them against the wild chaos incursion. Furthermore, I've got 1 strategy card, Surprise Assault, which I have to play after deployment. Basically, it means that Marcus can't move, run in his first turn, but I think it doesn't have so much effect at all. Okay, then I deployed my forces as followed. My Seraphim inside the ruins, and I rolled for the Sacred Rites, and they have, or each member of the squad has a 4+ save against psychic attacks, which is not quite good because Marcus has no Psyker. Maybe when the Plague Bearers arrive, I think they have 1 psychic power, but maybe it was a really good Sacred Rite if you play against Elder. Then it was really nice. Okay, furthermore, my Battle Sister squad in the center of the battle line, they rolled and they got Hatred. My Immolator is on slow speed, the cannon is behind. And on my right flank, I've got the Fraterus Militia with the Mighty Missionary. And they rolled for the Sacred Rites and received a +1 to leadership. Maybe you've noticed that my second Fraterus Militia is not deployed at the start. This is because Marcus played his strategy card, which was delayed. So they entered the battlefield, I think, in my first turn, at the edge of...
Basically, it's only well against troops carrying heavy weapons, so that they are not able to, because they aren't able to move and fire.
So they can't use their stoppers at least for 1 turn, but they enter the battlefield. And they also rolled for the Sacred Rites, and as the Seraphim, they have a 4+ save against psychic attacks. I think that's all of my army and the Sacred Rites and my strategy and mission card. Let's see what Marcus got.
So, at the right edge of my deployment zone, you can see perfectly camouflaged the Terminators and my army commander hiding behind the rock. And here's my Land Raider, whereas the 6 power armor wearing Plague guard are inside the other forest.
Some kind of a rotten.
All of them are already close to your objective. Okay, my mission is Dawn Raid, which wants me to get an undamaged squad or vehicle into your deployment zone. But I've only got 2 squads and 1 vehicle, so let's see. Maybe the demons. Yeah. Okay.
You're right, we have to check the summoning points. I think Nurgle, you get 1 point for each wound caused.
So I need 8 points.
But if you bear the mark of Nurgle, I think it's
Doubled. Yeah.
as for all summoning points for demons.
So we need 8 summoning points. This is okay. It's much easier. I think the easiest way to get summoning points is Siege, because for every 4 score played. Yeah. Okay, now let's roll.
Okay, so Marcus has now a search rating of 5, and I've got 4. So I've got 10.
So you go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only got
Then
7.
we'll be back after my first turn. Okay, that's the end of the first turn of the Sisters of Battle. As you can see, the whole army advanced towards the enemy, towards their mission objective. My Seraphim jumped from these ruins to that ruins.
Faithful advance.
Quite in hard cover or even obscured by the ruins. My Fortress Misha finally entered the battlefield. They have some kind lost the orientation, but now they are back on track. Unfortunately, I can't shoot with my heavy stubbers, but I think they won't see any enemy models. My battle sisters, including the Canoness, moved towards the bunker. My innovator remained on slow speed and passed through the narrow gap between the hill and the Imperial Bastion, or the fire base. And my second militia unit, including the mighty hero, ran towards the
objective.
Towards the rotten forest.
Okay.
Okay, so no shooting, no hand-to-hand combat, no psychic fast. That's the end of the first turn.
Okay, we are back after my movement phase. It's a really fast game with so few minis on my side. My army commander moved towards the edge of the forest, whereas the others moved around the forest in order to get closer to the enemy's objective. Normally I wouldn't know about his objective, but we told each other our objectives. But we didn't tell each other which strategy cards we had, I think. Okay, so, and this one moved in order to take some shots at the advancing mob of militia, and they remained inside the forest. They were not allowed to go on Overwatch, but I didn't want to leave it because at the moment Alex doesn't know about me and so can't shoot at me. Okay, now we've got 2 less cannons hitting on 3s. Both of them strength toughness 2+, so one of them is gone. And now we've got 1 heavy bolter. This is the first summoning point I have. Maybe I'll use another dice to count the summoning points. I'll use the D20 because I won't need it for other stuff. Okay, and now we've got on a 3+ my twin-linked heavy bolters. Yep, that's great because now I've got 4 soft and fire dice. 4 and 9 hits and no jam. That's great because I think I'll be facing Alex Assault units before long. So 9 is 2, 2, 2, 2 and 1 on the hero. I think that's fair because I'm allowed to distribute them within 4 inches of the first one. Okay, 2 times strength 5 versus toughness. I think they've got a maximum of 3 against the first regular one. He's dead. The second one is gone. The third one, yep. And the last regular guy, yep. And against your hero, 5 against toughness, probably 5.
No, 4.
4. 3+, yep, I did it. And now I do the 4 wounds, but I think you've got armor and fields as well.
There's a Rosarius. So.
Yeah, so you've got a 4+.
No. Okay, so you cost D.
I think D4, I'm not sure.
It has 3 wounds in total.
Look it up. Oh, it's a mighty. Cost 2 wounds.
Okay.
But I only do -2 with my heavy bolter. So I've dealt, let me look it up.
Okay.
Heavy bolter, yeah, it's D4 and -2. So I've dealt a total of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So demons can arrive in a psychic phase.
Yeah.
If you want to this turn.
I need one more because I've got 4. And I can't summon the last one alone because I always need to summon.
So I think it doesn't. Is in maybe a good idea to summon them in my psychic phase so you can move them in your next movement phase.
Okay, and that's the end of my first turn.
Okay, guys, second turn of the Battle Sisters. My Frontiers Militia still advancing, running towards the mission objective because they have to enter the battlefield at the utmost edge. My Seraphim moved, jumped behind the rotten wood in order to examine why the wood is rotten. Whereas my Battle Sister would spend one more turn in order to hurry into the bastion to get in cover. My Emulator moved backwards because I think it doesn't make sense to
sacrifice
get in front of the Land Raider. And my missionary and the canoness moved behind the hills. Okay, that's the end of my second turn. No shooting, no hand-to-hand combat, no psychic phase.
So we're back after my second movement phase. As you can see, my army commander advanced with his bodyguard of Terminators, whereas the Land Raider moved towards the center of my own deployment zone, trying to take some shots at the freshly emerged militia as well as the sisters atop the building in hard cover. Okay, and they remained on overwatch because your army commander and your mighty preacher or confessor will follow soon. Okay, so we've only got some shooting to do. 2 twin-linked less cannons on them, on 6s because of the hard cover.
5.
Oh, on 5. Okay, so one of them hits, but just a single sister. And she suffers strength toughness here. She's gone, but not enough for a break test. And then we've got a 3+ twin-linked heavy bolter. Yep. So 4 dice. 2 hits, but we were lucky last time. Now 3 is 5. So let's say on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Huh?
The first one, strength toughness. 5 versus 3 is probably 2+. 1 is dead. Second one is dead. Third one, no, survives. Fourth one is dead. And the last one is dead. So I think they need to take a break test, but they've got their character.
Just have to check if the preacher has some kind of... No, he's dead. No, no. Because he has no field or something.
Okay.
Okay.
So do they have to take a break test? Probably on a...
11 in total.
Yeah. And I've killed 4. Well, it's a little less than 40%.
Oh, we had a broken?
Yeah. So probably hide behind this one.
And they ran their full distance, or?
No, I think they run 2d6, but I'm not sure.
So
This should be sufficient for all of them to get behind the wall. Yeah.
Those two not.
But, which is more important, I've dealt more wounds, and I think we can remove the dice because I only need 8 summoning points.
Sure,
I've got 10 or 12. So from now on, I would be able to field all of my 4 plague bearers.
You can decide, because the psychic phase is coming. If you
Maybe
want to
I'll wait.
now.
Yeah.
Want to wait? Okay, then it's the end of your turn. the end of my third turn. The frontiers militia are still broken, of course. The emulator moved behind the Imperial Bastion, behind the Imperial Firebase. Yeah, Marcus advised me to charge with the Seraphim, but I'm not so sure if it was a good idea to charge the Terminators because,
But I think you'll
as
kill
you know,
one at
the
least.
Seraphim have no close combat weapons except this Sister Superior. And you have to say that now Marcus can summon his demons in my psychic phase and they can completely kill the Seraphim, but let's see what happens. My Battle Sisters remained there in order to use the Revolter at least once in the game, and the two characters remained there because they aren't aware of the Plague Marines in the Rotten Forest because they're inside the forest and normally I wouldn't know that there are enemies, so I didn't advance therefore. Okay, the only shooting I can do with the Heavy Bolter.
Yep, hit. 2 sustained fire dice.
So
5 hits. Strength 5 against toughness 6 against.
So it's a 5 plus 2 wounds, so 1 wound.
1 wound. And I've got a 4 plus conversion. No. And I've got a Terminator save.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and that's the end of the shooting
3
phase.
minus
so
2,
let's go on to the close combat phase.
Now it'll be really interesting. Let's say I think the last one will kill them, and then I've got important decisions to make. Let's roll over there, because my squad will nearly have lost 50%, and if I wanted to continue in order to fulfill my mission, I have to sacrifice my Land Raider.
So can I use 2 dice of my 2 hand flamers?
You've got 2 hand weapons.
Okay, I'll start with the first sister.
Okay, and my Terminator has got a weapon skill of 5, and because he hasn't fired his combi weapon, he's got 2 attacks as well. Chain axe and the combat accessories. No one, that's great, but it's not enough I think, because I've got 9.
Okay, I've got 4 plus 6 is 10, charging 11.
Yeah. So you've got 2 hits against me.
Is the hand flamer?
Probably 3.
3? So I think
Against toughness 5.
1 has penetrated your toughness.
I just roll. I don't know, I haven't found it yet. Let's look it up. So, the hand flamer. The hand flamer. Oh no, the hand flamer is strength 4. Yeah. So against toughness 5 you have done so. It's minus 2, so the first one is dead. You're lucky, because my Terminator armor is 3 plus, and I only rolled 3.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a follow up.
And you can, I think you can only follow up with the one who fought.
Oh, okay, then I will nevertheless a follow up.
Yeah.
It's the brave system.
And then this squad, yeah.
Okay. So now is in principle my psychic phase, so I don't know if you want to summon the demons
I
now.
think so.
Okay, so
They have to
you
be
have to place them, I think.
within a model, within some inches of a model who has got the mark of Nurgle.
So I think we place them and then you see it in Mark's third turn.
So we are back at the end of the movement phase of my third turn. As you can see, the squad over there behind, hiding in the forest, remained on Overwatch. The Land Raider will try his luck on the squad atop the bunker once more. So we've got 2 twin-linked less cannons on 5 plus and 1 twin-linked heavy bolter on 5 plus as well. I've summoned my demons and had them charge into the sisters and my army commander as well, as he won't help me get my mission objective anyway. So I'm looking forward to seeing lots of close combats after our shooting. Let's start with the shooting. 2 twin-linked less cannons on 5s, none of them. And we've got on a roll of 5 as well. No, the heavy bolter, so they're safe. And now we've got the first close combat. Let's start over there. We've got a Terminator against a single sister. 2 dice for you and 2 dice for me. I've got 5 plus 2 is 7.
And charging.
And charging maybe.
8, so I've got 7. So 1 hit.
1 hit. With my chain X.
Maybe 2 plus. I think it gets +1 strength.
Yeah,
Chain X, I think so.
let's just roll. 5 is a lot. I think it's strength 4 plus, or is it your strength plus 1 or stuff like that?
6 maybe.
Okay, technically we'll have to look it up. I'm not sure if the chain X is...
No, I think it's in Codex, but I think it's +1 strength, but...
So I've got a strength of 4, it would be strength 5. 5 is -2, and you've got power armor, so yeah,
okay.
You've saved it. Okay, so this would have survived for the moment. And then we've got 2 demons on your... Not, I wanted to say army commander, but it's just your squad leader. And the plague bearers. I've got a weapon skill 5, 2 attacks. And I've charged the first one of them.
4 plus...
I've got 11.
Girl has 5, 5 plus 4 is 9.
11, so 2 hits with my... And you have to... I think you have to take a fear test. Okay.
But does the plague sword, I think if
it will kill on...
If you cause a strange toughness, it won't kill outright.
But you've only got 1 wound.
So it doesn't affect it, okay.
And now I've got 2 strengths 4 versus your toughness somewhat. One of them.
Toughness 4?
Yeah. And 1 armor save.
But do you have armor save? Against the demon sword?
I think so.
Against the plague sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not enough, because I'm -1. So your squad leader is gone. Then the one who fought can do a follow-up move onto the one who survived. And this one will fight this one. 2 dice. 3 and 5 is 8. Charging is 9. 1 from you is 10.
8.
2 times strength toughness. 4 versus somewhat. 1 is enough. And you've got not an armor save. And now I think you have to take a break test. Yeah. Wow. Proud. And then we've got our last close combat. Then we've got a regular guy who was already in close combat. Let's start with one of the demons who freshly engaged. 6 plus 5 is 11, charging 12.
Okay.
2 hits, strength 4 versus your one of them.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So the one who did fight, who fought, will do a follow-up over there. And that's the end of the turn. So you've got 2 proud sisters left.
Try to ready, maybe those. No.
Nearly.
Okay. I think the end is near for the Battle Sisters. So
don't you believe in the Emperor?
Can do is shoot with my heavy bolter once more into the
Army commander.
No, maybe the army commander. Yeah, it hits.
2 sustained dice.
4 hits.
Strength 5, your toughness 6 is on 5.
So
1 hit. 1 4 plus conversion. Yep.
Maybe they can use their bolters as well.
Yeah.
So 5 times. 5 times.
You could also shoot the demon, I think, because...
Hit on...
Or
3
would you
plus.
like to try the demon?
I think the army commander
Okay.
is the next target. So they will hit on 3s. 3 hits. Strength 4.
This toughness 6 is on 6 probably.
Plus, yeah, 1 hit.
1. Then we've got 1 conversion. Yep.
And I think that's the end of my turn. I can try to rally them once more. No. Or do you want to use a psychic power with your demons? Oh no, we have to fight the hand combat, of course.
Yeah.
But still a question if you want to use.
No, I won't spend.
Okay.
The magic phase will take too long.
Then we have.
We've got 2 plague bearers over
Okay.
there.
5 plus 4 is 9.
First of them,
10.
I've got 7, so you've got 3 hits with your bolt pistol or stuff like that.
No,
Or hand
flame
flamer.
flamer 4.
Yeah.
We checked it. Toughness?
Yeah. The plague bearers only have got a toughness of 3.
2
Yeah.
wounds.
But I've got 2 demonic
Save, no?
somewhat saves. Yeah.
And did it have multiple wounds?
No, don't think so.
Okay.
But I
Then
did it
The second
in the
plague
second
bearer.
one.
5 plus 4 is 9. 10.
And you get 1 from me, and I've got 5 plus 4 is 9. Second attacker is 10.
I've got an initiative of 5.
I've got 6.
Wow.
So it's 1. Yep, strength toughness passed, and you need a 4 plus, I think. No.
Wow,
So
it's
she's
really
gone.
great that they have such a high initiative.
Yeah, but
I always thought the plague bearers
let's
are
check
rather
it.
slow
Yeah.
moving. Yeah,
4, 5, 5. Yeah, only 1 wound.
it astonishes me a little bit.
So,
Okay. So
I also thought they were sluggish, but in the end they turn out to be quite.
Okay, then the second sister.
She's in close combat with a demon, so as I've got 2
And the
opponents,
Terminator, so you can choose which fights first.
it's a demon.
Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9.
I've got 10. 1 hit, strength toughness, yep. And your armor save, yep, you did it.
This time she saved it. Then against the Terminator.
Oh, this was great,
6
because I
plus 4
think
is
my
10.
chain X can't parry. So I've got 3 dice, I've got 5 plus 5 is 10, second attack is 11. Okay, 1 hit with a chain X, which is, I've got strength 4, plus 1 is strength 5, versus your toughness 3 is probably 2 plus.
Toughness 4.
Okay, so it's 6, but only minus 1 or 2, I'm not sure which.
Completely wiped out.
So all of them are gone. Yeah, and that's the end of your 4th turn.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back after the movement of my 4th turn. As you can see, the remaining, but they've already lost 33% of their squad Terminators advanced in order to fulfill the Dawn Raid mission. And they're followed by the beautifully converted Land Raider, whereas the demons moved closer towards Alex's objective, and my army commander tries to charge the enemy and is, I think, right at the edge of the bunker. There is no close combat to be done, only some shooting. He'll use 1 less cannon on a 5, no, and 1 twin-linked heavy bolter on a 5, no. So that's the end of my 4th turn.
Well, my Fortress Militia, it's a miracle they
Rallied and
gained
leapt back into the fray.
against some amount of faith and charged or moved towards the enemy in order to use their less guns. My emulator moved slightly towards the
Advanced
Terminators in order to use their heavy flamer. My battle sisters will try to shoot at the army commander once more, and my 2 characters are a little bit off the battlefield, but I can't do anything because if I jump in the middle of the battlefield, then everyone will blast my cannoners, and my missionary already has 2 wounds, so he will be dead for sure. So let's start with shooting 4 times the less guns on the Terminators, hitting on 5s.
No, I think
So
they
2 hits.
hit better because the distance less gun gets +1 up to 12 inches.
Yeah, what I think they are.
Okay.
For 2 hits.
Strength 3 versus toughness
No.
5, no.
Then I used the heavy flamer. We already checked it. It hit only the first one, but 2 times. Strength 5 versus toughness 5. So 4 plus 2 wound. No. They failed. Then we've got 5 battle sisters with their bolters. Yeah, so 3 hits.
Strength 4 with the toughness 6s on 6s.
So 1.
Yeah. And then we've got 1 for plus conversion, no. And at -1, my Terminator save, yep.
Then I've got my heavy bolter to hit.
You hit 2 thrust and fire dice. Jam and
So 2 hits, then toughness 4 plus. No. Okay. That's the end of my 5th turn.
and you can use your 4 heavy stubbers, can't you?
No, they moved.
Or have they emerged? Okay. Okay, we are back at the end of the 5th movement phase of my 5th turn. As you can see, they tried to charge the enemy but fell short. My Alex Land Raider advanced to combat speed and will use his firepower to support the charging Terminators and maybe even enter your deployment zone.
The size difference between Land Raider and Emulator.
And they remained over there, whereas my army commander charged the first 3, including the veteran sister. Okay, let's do some shooting first.
Maybe you can even put the Emulator in the cargo bay of the Land Raider. Okay.
Okay, 1 less cannon onto them. On a 3, yep. Strength toughness. Twice on a single model, yeah. So, heavy bolter on a 3 into them. Yeah, I did it. This one worked well so far, no jams. Yeah. 1. Oh, 2 jams. So only 2 times on a 2. 2 of them are gone. And we can place double jam. Yeah, after millennia of betrayal, everything is so bad maintained, yeah, that they don't have targeters any longer and their stuff rusts. Okay, now we've got 1 less twin-link glass cannon left. On a 3 onto your, yep, where did I hit? 1, probably the tracks. No, don't think so.
Second shot?
Maybe, but I don't want to.
Okay, that's the tracks.
Okay, 3d6 plus 9, but you've probably got ablative armor. That's enough.
That's not sure.
It's 10, 19 plus 3 is 20 somewhat. Ablative and reinforced probably.
Armor,
Yeah. Okay, so your ablative is gone, but otherwise it'll work and can this time
the second shot.
really flame. Yeah.
It's a twin linked.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is.
Okay, and the second one. That's not enough because I need 15 and I've only got.
13,
yeah.
But even though only 2 points missing for penetrating, so even with 1, 1, 2.
Okay, and now we've got our close combat left, which is really interesting. I've got Nurgle's Rod, and I'll use my Plague Sword and my Lightning Claw. I've got 3 attacks, now I've got 4 attacks, weapon skill of 7. Okay.
Start with the normal system.
I can make you parry.
6.
I could make you parry twice. I've got 13, 14.
6.
14. You can just remove it, I think.
Okay, then the second system. It's 5.
Okay, I've got 6, 13, 14, charging 15.
Superior. 1 attack, 2 close combat weapons, 3rd attacker.
Can you re-roll the 5, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
Now I've got 6 plus 7 is 13, charging is 14.
I've got 12.
So 2 hits with my Lightning Claw, because I don't want to look up the Plague Sword. Yeah. So all 3 of them are killed. I think you need to take a break test. Yeah, which they pass, and I'll do a follow-up in order to engage the next one at least.
Okay. Then it's
the end of my
turn.
5th. Yeah.
Sixth turn, meaning last turn of the once mighty Battle Sisters army. A little bit depleted the forces already. So what has happened in my last turn? I jumped with my cannons into the close combat, and the remaining 2 Battle Sisters joined the fray. Maybe they are successful in killing at least the enemy army commander. My emulator turned a little bit in order to use the focused use of the heavy flamer, so that 2 terminators will hit 2 hits by the heavy flamer, and my 3 remaining heavy stabbers try also to hit the terminators or what's left of them. Okay, so start with the shooting phase. Maybe start with the emulator, so each terminator gets 2 hits with range 5 versus toughness 5. So first one, wounding on 4, 1 wound, and 1 wound for the second one.
So what is your modifier?
I think it's -3, yeah.
Okay,
And
so it's a
6
6 plus for the first one.
Yeah.
Yep. And a 6 plus for the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
So both of them survive, but you have to roll to see if
Yeah.
they catch fire.
I
Because
can
it's a,
ignore it, but
it's a kind of flamer.
okay, so one
So
is
one of them.
flame.
You can choose which one or decide which one. Yeah.
Okay, then I've got 3 heavy stoppers,
Mm-hmm.
so they will hit.
On 3s probably, or on 4s. I don't know if there's a modifier.
No, normally they will hit
It's-
on 5s.
Okay.
Because I've only a weapon with a skill of 2. But maybe.
The heavy stab gun doesn't have a plus.
Okay, so 3 times 5 up.
But they've got 2 sustained fire
So
dice.
no hits.
Mhm.
Then 2 times less guns.
Yep.
1 hit. No. Okay, I think that was the end of the shooting phase, which was quite unsuccessful, to be honest.
Now we've got some interesting
so
close combat.
Close combat, starting with the Battle Sisters already in close combat. Oh, 6.
I could make you parry. Yeah, I'll make you parry. Because
Ha!
I've got 5 plus 7 is 12, and you get
I've
2
got 10.
from me. 2 hits with a lightning claw on 2s. One of them is enough. Lightning claw is -5, so there's no power
Okay,
armor
the
left.
second sister.
You can add a dice and +1 to your combat score. Oh, that's great. It's 6 plus... Can you re-roll your 6, please? Yeah, I've got 13.
I've got 10.
3 hits with a lightning claw. Yeah, she's gone.
So the third Battle Sister.
The third should have 4 dice. 2
Because
close combat weapons.
no, they only have 1 close combat weapon.
I think they've got 2
they
hand
don't-
flamers.
No, they have
Okay.
no Battle Sisters.
So,
They only have their bolt guns.
can you please re-roll your 6 and you get 1 from me? Yeah, it's still a 6. So I've got 5 plus 7 is
I've got 13.
just 12. So you've got 1 hit.
Hooray! It's 24. No.
And now you've got your army commander.
Okay, 3 attacks normal. She will use her Staff of Belief, which means she will receive a +3 to their strength.
So it's strength 7 versus my
And
toughness
They
6.
can even parry with the staff, which is wielded two-handed.
But I've got 2
So
weapons which
3
can make you parry.
attacks, and for the fourth attacker, another 3.
I hope I see some 1s and no 6s. Okay. Can you please re-roll 1 6? Still not enough. I've got 4 plus 7 is 11. 2 1s from you is 12. 13.
Charging 13 plus 3, I've got 16.
So you've got 3 strikes.
Okay, with my Staff of Belief,
Yeah.
meaning I've got a strength of 7.
Against my toughness 6. It's on 3s.
2 hits.
2 scored. And now I've got 2 conversions. Yep. 1 and 1 at minus. How much is it? Minus
Okay,
5,
seven
minus
is
4.
minus 4, so 7.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Then-
2 of you are left. And I've got the Noble's Rod. So I roll, and in case of a 6, you'll get 1 more wound without any saves possible. The regular sister, no. Okay, 6 is the other one, no.
Okay, that's the end of my turn, and I think that's the end of the battle.
The end
Soon
is nigh.
Okay.
The final turn, final movement has already been done. As you can see, the Terminators are kind of angry, and they might even be inside Alex's deployment zone.
I'm sure about that, because
if they
it's
survive the
12-inch.
close combat.
Oh.
And my Land Raider won't be able to get into the close combat zone, but he'll be able to use his twin glass cannons. Yeah. And so we've got 1 case of shooting, 2 close combats, and here's the 3rd close combat left. My demons still guarding Alex take and hold objective, and they are still remaining inside. It's a pity. Yeah, I couldn't use their blight grenades, but maybe in another game. Okay, let's start with shooting. On a 3, the first swindling glass cannon, no. The second one, yep. Where did I hit? 1 tracks.
2 times.
3d6 plus 9, yeah, it's through.
First time, second time.
And the other one, yeah.
Okay, so you can roll 2 dice on the damage chart.
2, and the other one is a 2 as well. That's
The track is blown off. The emulator moves out of control next turn and then comes to permanent hold. So it's destroyed
okay.
because it's immobilized.
Yeah. Then we've got the first close combat against this one. I've got 5 plus 6 is 5 plus 6 is 11, charging is 12, and you've got 8 maybe.
6 plus 2 is 8.
Yeah, I've got 12. So 4 times my chain X. Yep, would have been enough. And your second one. Now you get an extra dice. I've got 5 plus 1. I've got 5 plus 5 is 10, charging 11.
8.
3 dice, strength 5, yeah.
But do you have to take a practice now? Because I lost 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, then
Now the others.
3 hex.
Yeah, and now I would get.
So I think this time you play it right.
Yeah, but I think you can remove all of them, because if you've got a weapon skill of 0 and I've got 2 attacks, I've got 2 plus 5 is 7, charging 11, and you've got 6, so it's 5 hex.
Okay, this one is down.
And the next one I've got 9, 10.
6. Second attacker 7.
Yep. And the last one.
Last one.
8, 9.
1 for me.
10. Yeah, it's probably gone. So, and you can do another follow-up. Yeah. So, and now we've got our great close combat left.
Okay,
The one between the
the
army
sister,
commanders.
I think the sister will sacrifice
superior.
herself.
Yeah.
Please, the 5 plus 3 is 8, 9.
You get 1 from me, and I've got 12.
3 times lightning blow, I think that.
Yep, strength toughness
Roll
plus
3
2 times.
Okay, so my cannon is 3 dice plus second attacker.
And please reroll the 6. So I lose
Star
once
of
more.
belief.
Yeah, you get 1 from me.
So 6 plus 6 is 12,
Your second attacker.
13, 14.
Yeah, and I've only got 12. I've got 7 plus 5.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
2 times. 2 times conversion. Yep, once, and 1 7 plus save. Yep.
Okay, that's the end of the game. I think we calculate the victory points and we'll be back with a short conclusion.
Yep.
Okay, we just calculated victory points and it was really a close game. So congratulations, Marcus.
Thank you.
It was 16-0. So the battle sisters only killed 1 Terminator.
Yeah, but without the vision points, it was only 11-0.
And the only 2 units or characters which survived in the end was the Colonist and the Missionary, but he was badly wounded. So at least she can report back that Nurgle is coming for you. So, yeah, I think it was a ill-fated endeavor from the beginning, because in my army, as mentioned before, I've only got really 2 models which could possibly harm the Land Raider, meaning the Canoness and the Seraphim Superior Sister, and I think you don't have a chance to get close to the Land Raider to place the melter bombs, and even if you place them, it's not sure if they really detonate and penetrate the armor. And I think Marcus has also ablative armor for his Land Raider, so it was really a quite tough, a tough mission for the Battle Sisters.
It would be interesting to see them on 1.5, because when Alex was away, I wrote army lists or upgraded the army list to 1,500 points, and by then I think Nurgle would have a Psyker as well as a Dreadnought, and I think some additional demons, and the Battle Sisters, they could afford a second squad with a multi-melter sister, and maybe even some allies from the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, and what was also not very good for the battle is that the Fraterus Militia Squad didn't arrive in the first, did arrive in the first turn, but weren't able to deploy with their heavy stubbers. Although, as you have seen in the end, with only a ballistic skill of 2, so they will only do on 5s if they have a clear point of view to the enemy, and I think if they're at least in soft cover, they will only hit on 6s, so it's really... But of course, they're cheap.
It was a complete nightmare in the game. I used your forces, the sisters, against the Necron in a Warhammer game, because I had like 5 times the amount of your troops, but none of them was able to harm them. And this time, my units even didn't just have toughness 5, but also war Terminator armor.
Yeah, they're really quite resilient with their toughness 5. You really...
It was pure luck that you got one of the 3 killed in close combat. I think normally they could have moved the whole way from my to your deployment zone without any obstacles.
Yeah. But nevertheless, we hope you enjoyed the game and see what you should do with your Battle Sisters. Fight against the Death Guard. And maybe next time we will find an opponent which is... provides a more interesting game for you. Okay, see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.